So this is my 1983 Toyota Corona sedan. I think it's a CS. Oh yeah, this is the thing I'm putting my 2J in. She's pretty stock. Backstory was it belonged to a female teacher for about 25 years. Yeah, it had bloody frangipani stickers all over it and starfish, I think. Yeah, should be an interesting project. For those that didn't know, I used to have a 2J Crusader. I wanted to go faster, so I thought this was the most logical thing to do. Yeah, enjoy. Yeah, so she's definitely had better days, but not too bad for a base, I think. I actually drove it for about 6 months before I parked it up. It wasn't too bad, it was pretty fun. It's obviously just a stock 2 litre with a 4-speed. Yeah, that's why it's got the slow JZ plates on it. So yeah, hopefully should be enough to chirp second. The factory powerhouse. Yeah, like I said, it was actually pretty fun to drive. I think I'm definitely going to be a bit scared once I start driving this thing with the 2J. Definitely doesn't feel like there's much to it. All the panels are pretty flimsy. Definitely doesn't feel like a 1500 kilo Crusader. I think these things weighed 1050 from factory. Probably a little bit less now because it's rusty in some places, but you know, hopefully race weight this will be about 1200 kilos without me in it. Hopefully. But still, it's still 300 kilos less than the Crusader was. Crusader made 620 horsepower at 25 pounder boost on a stock motor. And then hopefully this thing's getting a built motor, power glide. It's got a Hilux rear end that I'm putting in it. Pretty budget-ish build. Yeah, GTX 4202. I was going to go bigger, but I got that turbo dirt cheap, so thanks to the guys at A-Spec. So yeah, I had a pretty successful day yesterday. I managed to pull the 2SC out and gearbox. Went and picked this motor up from Brisbane, and then watched a few of my mates at the test and tune. But yeah, I picked up this score. So basically, my plan was to sell my GTE to buy one of these, and then to basically fund a built motor. Yeah, this isn't actually too bad. It was pretty complete. It's just missing a throttle body. Even had a bell housing attached to it. Still got the torque converter. It's out of a GS300. So yeah, front sump. I'll get rid of those mounts. I'll sell all the extra stuff that I don't need on it, like intake manifold and AC, power steering. Yeah, it should be a pretty good base. Just wanted to get it before the prices went up again. You know, people are trying to sell GEs for the price that I pay for my GT, but that's just the current climate, isn't it? Yeah, should be pretty stout. Be very similar to Jacob's build, but obviously with Kelford cams instead of BC. Very similar specs on the bottom end, I guess. Just in a lighter car. So yeah, I'm just hoping when I rip these cam covers off that the cam covers are aluminium, not magnesium. Or I'm going to have to try and find some that are. I tried to do a bit of a late night vinegar test. So the vinegar's out over there. But yeah, I'll pull it off, have a look. You can tell by looking at the baffles, and if the baffles have been bolted in, they are magnesium. If they're riveted in, then they are aluminium. I'm a bit worried because I see that this is screwed in, so I'm not too sure. I just have a feeling that if it's screwed in, it might be magnesium. Yeah, also picked up my turbo yesterday. I got pretty lucky. I won it in an auction, so It's a unused GDX 4202 Gen 2. These are rated to about 1100 horsepower, so I'll definitely try and make the most out of that. I'd like to make 1000 horsepower, but I'll get close. Yeah. Thanks to the guys at A-Spec for hooking us up with that. So yeah, I'll start stripping this when I get a bit more time and have it to the bare bones so I can start mocking it up into the engine bay. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, pretty happy. So yeah, here's just a bit of a video of what I got up to yesterday. Pretty happy with how far I got in 4 hours. Ripped out most of it. Give it all a bit of a clean up. I want to push that motor as far back as I can, so yeah, even 100 mil would be great, even 50 mil to be honest. Get rid of all that bloody master cylinder junk that I don't need. I'm going to be using a MX-83 booster and master, since that's what I had out of my other car and it was relatively new, so save where I can. But yeah, the rest of it should be pretty crazy. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this rad support. I don't really want to use what's there, I'd rather make something, but I want it to look pretty factory too. Oh well, it's for me to figure out. So I took the cam cover off to have a look. Yeah, it's probably not the best, but not the worst. And riveted. So basically I'm going to do what I did with Jacobs and put breathers up the front here, make my own baffle, and yeah, just delete the rear breather. That's good news, it saves me trying to find some.